How did you end up in the same location as Ms. Hamlin?
They came over. They came over to the house.
They came over. The two of them came over together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and Ms. Hamlin, what happened after that?
So I initially showed up because I was going to get the $25 from Tracy because I sold her a cell phone that I didn't need, and that's why I went over there.
And you ended up agreeing
to sell my car.
To sell the car, and this is a picture of the vehicle.
Yes.
All right, what kind of a car is it?
It's a 2005 Mazda.
And you claim that the purchase price for the vehicle was $2,000.
Right, I had said I don't want to take less than $2,000.
You claim, Ms. Waters, that it was $1,700.
That was my limit.
Okay, Tracy, what did you observe firsthand?
Well, on the 29th, they came over that night, and that's when the car was discussed, actually. And Chris had asked to borrow $400, and I said, all we have right now is Shully's car money, which I have put up because she trusted me to be the bank. I said I could ask Shully. So I asked Shully, and Shully goes, yeah, Chris has always been good. And so from that, the conversation about the car went on further, and she said, well, she was kind of wanting $2,000 for it. And I spoke up. I said, well, all we have to work with is $1,700. And so they agreed upon that, and then they asked, well, do you want to take the $400 off the price of the car instead of us giving you back the cash? And Shully agreed to that. And so the price at that point, to my understanding, was $1,700.
Ms. Hamlin, was there any discussion about $1,700 as my limit?
No.
This is all just made up.
I said that I did not want to take less than $2,000, and Tracy did tell me that her limit was $1,700. And I said, well, I still don't want to take less than $2,000. That's what I paid for it, and that's what I want to get out of it.
And so they just said, okay, fine, $2,000?
Well, because Shully had said that she can give me $1,600 down and then make a payment every month after that until it's paid off.
Ms. Waters, did you make an attempt to steal the car back from Ms. Hamlin?
No. I live quite a ways out of town, and I was coming into town, and I was told that she had taken the car. Well, I was over at the trailer park with Chris's baby's mama, and we went to leave the trailer park, and she was sitting a house away, and Tasha made a statement about, what is she doing here stalking Chris? And so she turned around, she went over, and she got out of the car, walked up to the car, and they started like fighting around at the car. And I sat there for a minute and I watched. And so I got up and I walked around to the car, I opened the door and I took the key out because to my eye, that car belonged to Shully because she had paid for it.
So there was nobody in the car when you
They were fighting. They were fighting there.
Who is they?
Tasha and her. Tasha she was seeing Chris. Chris has...
Tasha, somebody who's not here.
That's Chris's...
Okay, so the girlfriend was fighting with Ms. Hamlin.
Yeah, they were fighting back and forth. I got out of the car and I walked around and I opened the passenger side and I took the key out of it and I went and got in the car and then we left.
Oh, okay. Ms. Hamlin, your side, please.
So I have a friend, actually a couple friends that live in that trailer park as well. So I was leaving and I was driving down the aisle right there and I ran out of gas. Gas gauge doesn't work in the car. I'm coasting past her house or whatever and I saw Chris and Tracy and Tasha, which is Chris's son's mom. So I was going to the exit, coasting down there because I ran out of gas, and I sat there for a while, and then I noticed that Tasha kept driving by. And she kept asking, like, are you okay? Do you need help? What are you doing? And I told her, don't worry, I'm fine, I'm just waiting for gas. She actually got out of her car, came over to mine, and opened the door. And she had me by the back of the head and was trying to rip me out of the car. And so I was holding onto the steering wheel, and then she unlocked the door for her to come over and open the door and take my key.
So you think they were working in concert?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
To carjack you?
They were in the same vehicle.
We hadn't seen her prior to that.
They still opened my car door and tried to rip me out of it and took my car.
So you just like happened to take the key out while they're in a physical altercation?
They were in an altercation. And
I was not hitting...
Hold on.
They were in a physical altercation. I sat there and I watched for a while. I thought, I'm going to go get... Because to me, that car belonged to her. She paid for that car.
But you're telling me that it was just a total coincidence.
It was a coincidence. Total.
I mean, that sounds ridiculous.
It was a total coincidence. Honestly, it was.
Her allegation is one of the two of you is holding onto her head in a physical altercation. The other one takes her keys. And what you're saying is, no, they got into a physical altercation. I was just kind of sitting with my popcorn and then said, wait.
No, I was sitting
Here's
in the
an
car.
opportunity. Let me peacefully take the key.
That's honestly what happened.